Almost every single business owner should have a home office, and as a licensed CPA, I want to tell you why. Simply having space in your home that is used for your business may allow you to write off a large portion of all of your home expenses and even open the door for you to write off other things like your cars, your mileage, your travel, and much more. This is true even if you operate your trade or business outside of your home. IRS court cases show that using your home office for things like administrative tasks could allow you to still qualify and take advantage of this. So as a licensed CPA that tax plans around things like this every day at mycpacoach.com, I am going to break down how you can maximize your tax savings through a home office. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and save this video, hit the like button below, and let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so let's start with the tax benefits. First, I want you to think about all of your current home expenses, like your mortgage interest if you own your home, or your rental expense if you rent, any property taxes you pay, homeowners or renters insurance, any utilities you have like electricity, gas, water, and yes, even your Wi-Fi or internet, plus home repair and maintenance fees you pay to any contractors, and even the depreciation of your home, which is a non-cash expense that you are allowed to deduct on your taxes. Next, just come up with a total number of how much per year you might be spending in all of these different categories. Maybe it's $50,000, $100,000, or more. But whatever that number is, I want you to then imagine writing off a percentage of all of those expenses as a tax deduction. For example, if you have $100,000 in total home expenses and you use 10% of your home for your business, imagine writing off $10,000 of all of your home expenses as a legitimate business expense. That's pretty much the basics of how the home office deduction works. It allows you to write off a portion of almost every home expense you have related to the upkeep and general maintenance of your home. And that portion is consistent with the portion of space in your home that the business uses, which means if your business uses more space in your home, you can write off more of your home expenses. For example, let's say instead of your business using 10% of your home, it uses 20%. Well, now all of a sudden, we might have a $20,000 deduction instead of a $10,000 one in our original example. That would save someone in the 37% tax bracket over $7,000 in taxes alone. And that is just the beginning. It gets even better. So not only can you write off a portion of all of your indirect home expenses, like your utilities, insurance, and other expenses tied to the general upkeep, but you can also write off 100% of your direct home office expenses. These are expenses that are directly related to the business space in your home, like any office furniture you purchase, computers, laptops, lighting, and virtually any other expense that is 100% related to your business. It is fully deductible. So the first major tax benefit of setting up a home office is that it will literally allow you to write off more of your actual home expenses. The second major tax benefit here is that it may also allow you to unlock more automobile deductions, like the ability to write off your car expenses or your mileage. You see, when you commute from a personal residence to a business location, the miles you drive or the expenses you incur are not tax deductible. But when you have a home office that qualifies as a principal place of business, even if it's just to conduct administrative work, then all of a sudden your home may qualify as a legitimate business location, which means now when we travel to another business location, maybe to go visit a client or vendor, go to the bank or pick up supplies or handle any business related task really, those trips may qualify as business travel. And that key distinction of business travel is what opens the door for many more deductions, like the standard mileage deduction, which currently grants a 70-cent deduction for every business mile you drive for your business, which means if you drove 10,000 business miles, that's a $7,000 additional deduction. Alternatively, you may be able to write off your actual car expenses, like your gas expenses, oil, repairs, any license fees you may have, as well as depreciation, which right now could allow you to expense up to 100% of a qualifying vehicle purchase. Many people overlook these deductions because they believe they don't have travel that qualifies as business travel. However, establishing a legitimate home office may allow you to do this, which we'll talk about in a moment here. But let's also bring attention to the third major tax benefit here. The fact that there is little to no out-of-pocket cost required in order for you to set up a legitimate home office. Unlike most tax strategies, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to set up a home office. Most people already have home expenses and just need to allocate proper space in their home for their business to use exclusively. Most of my clients are able to set one up without spending a dime, while those who do spend money on this do so out of preference, not requirement. With that said, there are some key requirements that you do need to satisfy in order to actually use this deduction. First and foremost, you need to use a portion of your home regularly and exclusively for your business, which means you can't use your kitchen table as your home office if you also enjoy personal meals there. Or you can't call your bedroom space a home office because you also sleep there, right? You need legitimate space in your home that is only used to work on your business, like a dedicated room or even a corner of a room that is solely used for your business. And remember, the more space your business occupies in your home, the higher your deduction becomes. The second key requirement is that the space needs to be your principal place of business or used for administrative activities, which is an exception that the IRS now accepts that allows millions of business owners to qualify for this deduction. Some CPAs and tax professionals don't even know this. But with this exception, businesses who use their home office to perform administrative activities like billing or bookkeeping, or management activities like business oversight and decision-making may qualify as using their home as a principal place of business for that activity. Which means that even if you operate your business away from home, you may still be able to qualify for the home office deduction if you perform those types of activities in your home office. For example, in the Solomon versus Commissioner tax court case, a doctor who only saw patients at hospitals and clinics was able to qualify for the home office deduction because he used his home office exclusively for administrative work like billing, record keeping, and correspondence. This was actually a key court case that led to Congress creating the administrative use exception, which now allows millions of everyday small business owners to take advantage of this strategy. But as a licensed CPA, I find that a large majority of business owners are missing this deduction, or they're not taking the full amount that they are entitled to, causing them to overpay in taxes. And if that's you and you want a plan that is guaranteed to reduce your taxes, just apply to work with my team today at mycpacoach.com.